This is a single leg wall sit. So I'm sitting up against the wall. I got one leg up in the air and I'm just hanging out here for as long as I've been told to do so, or as long as I can. So let's look at how I got into it. So it's pretty simple. I'm just going to use my hands to be able to sit my hips down onto the wall there and step my feet far enough out so that when I'm in this position, I keep my back up nice and tall on the wall and the knees are behind the toes, as low as I'm able to be able to tolerate pain-free with good form on one foot at a time. So if your first time doing this, don't sit super low and then kick that leg out and hold it right away. It's a lot of pressure on one knee. Make sure you're feeling good to be able to put all that pressure on one leg and then on the other one as well. Test that out, and then you can sit lower and lower as you get more tolerant and stronger with this. So the lower you sit, the harder it's going to be, but it's okay to be up top and up high if this is where you are. That's perfectly fine, wherever you can do it. Let's look at the foot placement. So my feet are about hip width apart to start, and my feet are parallel. That means second and third toes facing straight forward. And then my knees are going to be right in line with the middle of their respective foot there. Okay, so they're not inside the feet, they're not outside, they're right in the middle of the midline of the foot. And from there, hips against the wall, upper back against the wall, head against the wall. I'm going to do an abdominal brace so that my local core musculature is nice and stable and securing around my spine. So brace those abdominal muscles in, and then you might end up closing the space between your lower back and the wall there. That's fine, but a little bit of a gap between your lower back and your wall is also fine. You're going to also have that space between your neck and the back of the wall. That's the natural curve of your spine. That's fine. With the abdominal brace, you might close it up a little bit in the lower back, and that's okay. From here, you've got this nice stable position here. You're holding steady. You're looking good. And then you just pick one foot up and you extend that heel straight out, or you can just hold the knee up in the air. Extend the knee straight out. It's going to add that quad extension or knee extension there, get that quad strengthening going. If you want to add that in, it's going to be more difficult. If you want to even make it even more difficult, you just put an ankle weight on there and hold that out there. You can add that element as well. That would be a much more advanced maneuver there. If this is your first time doing it, sit down into it and simply just pick the knee up and hold. This is your single leg wall sit right here. This is great. Solid, stable leg strengthening going on here. And make sure you get the same amount of time on one side and the other. You're just timing this out. Run that clock, get the same amount of time on each foot. And again, if you want to advance it further, then you want to simply just extend the knee, hold it steady. And if you want to take that even further, put an ankle weight on that ankle and hold that up in the air as you do this single leg wall sit.